top priority for you at the GAO?
Yeah, thanks. The top priority, there's a couple I'll mention, but the top
Sure.
one for sure really builds on what Paul was saying. I like how he laid out the issues. There's burnout and so on because we feds have problems, right? And we're trying to do our job and be a greater and better federal workforce.
Got a ton of
And
responsibility.
yeah, and honestly, it was weird during the early days of the pandemic and working at home. I was mostly sitting around during the day and things like that, but I was mentally exhausted in a
Mm-hmm.
way that I hadn't expected,
Right.
by the end of the day, and certainly in the pre 2019 work factor. So the top priority really is, the problem with AI, in my opinion, the number one problem is that we keep talking about AI. And here's what I mean by that is we need to like shift the conversation from AI, which is just a technology or a means by which to do something, and talk about what problems do we need to solve. Because we can have, we're here at GAO, we're both at the same time a techno optimist and techno skeptic, right? So we have to deal in truth and reality and so on. And so we've built a AI accountability framework, right? We understand how to even look at this because we're going to have to evaluate this across every federal program. But all this means is that, Luke, our number one priority is really culture building on this. And it starts with trying to understand what are the problems, right? Why do we have burned out feds? And are there things in their workspace that frankly need to be done by a machine? It's going to be more accurate. It's going to be faster. It's going to allow them to be greater and better versions of themselves. It really is a human capital enhancement type approach, not a human capital drain or dislocation. So really, as hard as the tech and the data and the engineering behind that, all this is a challenge. And you need to be, again, have healthy skepticism about this. It's never going to be an easy button that you push and AI is just going to magically solve everything in and of itself. Nevertheless, we need to be able to think about AI in terms of solving our problems as one of our tools, using data-driven approaches, supporting those quicker, better decision sciences. And I think that's the kind of thing that we're focused on in our priority. So,
And allow
second,
the